It makes all sorts of sounds.
Yeah, it makes all. Hey, dude, this thing freaking gets up. Holy crap! I didn't even get into it, guys. Like,
it moves very
that's
well.
ridiculous.
Welcome to Drive Culture. I'm Jonathan Rivers, and today I have HondaPro Jason's FL5 CTR. And I'm going to tell you why this is one of the best FL5s on the entire planet. So I'll go over the exterior, the interior, the powertrain, and of course, take it for a drive. So if this content you're after, or you're new to the channel, please be sure to click that bell to subscribe to come back for more. And with that, let's get after it. Now guys, if you've been on the channel, I'm sure some of you have, you know I have lots of Hondas and Acuras. In fact, I have my very own Acura Integra Type S here on the channel as well. I did my own review, did my own walk around on it, but I also had HondaPro Jason drive it. And it was his first time to ever be behind the wheel of an Integra Type S. And if you saw that video, you saw towards the drive review at the end that Jason said, well, hey, I got a FL5 CTR. If you ever want to drive it, just let me know. And of course I was like, Jason, like, you don't have to twist my arm to drive your FL5. So guess what, guys? We have it here on the channel, and we got...
What up? How are you, my friend?
Thank you, brother.
Of course.
Thank you.
My honor, for sure.
No. I mean, come on. This couldn't have been better time.
We're good.
It wasn't planned. It just couldn't have been better timing. So why are you here in California again?
So I'm picking up my car from the paint shop. So Signature Auto Body did some custom paint to the car. And so I'm finally picking it up after the paint, after the turbo upgrade, after the wheels and tires. There's a lot of stuff that was done to my car over the past year when it's been out of my possession. It's been a SEMA twice. Like it's done a lot of stuff without me being around. And now I'm back to pick it up and drive it back to Chicago. I just happened to call you up and you're available this day. The same day I'm driving it home, it worked out perfect.
I mean, I cleared my calendars, guys, to come do this, but I have some stuff to do, but I was like, all right, I'll come out and do this. So the crazy thing is, you know, like, I appreciate you liking my stuff.
Of course.
I like your stuff. I follow all your stuff. So, I mean, that's the thing, though. It's like, as I followed it, I feel like this car has gone through a lot of different transformations.
It has. It went really, really, really wild with some extra fenders and body kits and a lot of carbon, and I dialed it back a little bit, trying to give it more of an OEM Plus type look. And that's where I think I am now, OEM Plus.
And it's so funny, like, you guys are gonna think like that's the, the purpose of Drive Culture is OEM Plus, because I have so many reviews of other modded cars and that have gone that approach, and I think that's the new way. Like,
I think so.
I mean, you can go wild and crazy, but I feel like those Fast and the Furious, like, over the top days are kind of behind us. I don't know, am I wrong?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think people are looking for more builds like this, where they take what the manufacturer did, but then just tweak it themselves to make it their own individual car.
And honestly, it was so funny, even getting to where we're filming, he was driving behind me and I was looking back. And I mean, if you in the know, you would know that this isn't a standard FL5 just by looking at it. Yeah. But for the most part, no, it looks like, to the unsuspecting eye, this looks like an FL5. And I mean that in the best way. Yeah. Like, again, it's awesome. So with that, next, let's go ahead and do a full exterior walk around of HondaPro Jason's FL5 CTR.
Do it.
All right, guys, here we are with HondaPro Jason's FL5 CTR. And like we were just talking about, this is clearly not stock, but there's too many mods for me to do it. So I need Jason here to help me out and tell me what's going on. So,
you got it.
So let's start at the front.
Okay.
What are we working with?
So we're going to start with the front with a PRL intercooler. So it's a little bit chipped up, but you can see it says PRL, and I made the red R because I thought it looked kind of cool.
I was gonna say, normally it's all black.
Normally it's all black. I made the R red, which is nice. We also have a Seibon carbon fiber hood, but I painted it. So this hood comes from Seibon, all carbon fiber. I painted it white, but then I left the carbon fiber little peekaboos here so you guys can see them, which is nice. It also allows the car to vent much easier, and the intake's right there so it can suck all that air in, which is beautiful.
I can't wait to show them what's under the hood.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Slow.
Coming around the side, we have custom-made Titan 7 wheels. These are forged. They're custom because they actually don't make this color. They make a similar color, but it has aluminum on the little areas here. I got rid of the aluminum, had these custom made by Titan 7 just for my car. Now the brakes are stock except for the pads. The pads are actually Spoon Sports pads.
Okay. Dude, the wheels look so good. I love like
Thank you.
just a little bit where it's got like, you know, it's got like forged in white, Titan 7 in white.
Yep.
Like just these like details that look
Yeah.
really good. And honestly, what's going on with the wheels though? I mean, the wheels are not, obviously it came with, you know, Michelin Pilot Sport 4S, but what did you switch
Yeah,
to?
these are brand new Advans Neovias. These are from Yokohama. And these are brand new. These are 275 3519s.
Okay.
And I mean, the fitment is perfect. Look at it. The fitment is absolutely perfect.
It just sits right on.
It also fits well because I have Spoon Sports springs on the car.
Now,
So-
obviously, like no rubbing.
Nothing. Now, I also haven't brought it to the track yet.
Okay.
It's just been street driven, and I probably put 30 miles on it before you drove it.
Okay.
So it's like still brand new. And as you said, you can't really tell unless you know. I had the mirror caps painted white. These came black from the factory.
Oh.
I just think they look nicer white, much like I was inspired by your car, the
Oh,
Integra
no.
Type S.
Hey, now,
It was, because these are white on the Integra.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, the shark fin up top, same thing. Shark fin I had painted white because it comes black on the CTR, but white on some of the other cars.
I'm gonna take a step back and
Please.
just kind of take in the whole car.
I'll get out of the way.
At this thing, it looks so good, Jason. It looks so good. And
Thank you.
Again, even from the side, it definitely gives off that like you said, OEM plus vibes. Like it
Thank you.
It kind of looks like a stock CTR. I mean, obviously the wing, which we're about to get to, you know, really kind of gives it away. But
Yeah.
I mean, even the wheels and yeah, you see the vents here and the hood. But man, the profile shot on this car looks fantastic.
I appreciate that very much.
Yeah, you know, Jason, can I ask, man?
Sure.
Something's like catching my eye here. So
Yes.
like yeah, there's some things that like stand out to me here. Like the doors kind
Yeah.
of look like the regular Champ white, like this kind
Oh,
of
like,
glossy, but
you mean like they're glossy,
like yeah,
but
but
the roof's not and the fenders aren't? Is that what you're trying to say?
yeah, no, something I caught my eye. I mean, I got matte PPF on my car, so I'm like, you know, wait
So-
a minute, am I
So,
missing something here?
no, you're right. So again, inspired by you, I love the matte PPF.
Okay.
So I wanted to do a matte PPF on my car for SEMA last year. Unfortunately, I didn't have my doors on at the SEMA booth because we were showing off the special suspension controller, which was easier to see with the doors off. So I pulled the doors off and they actually came out. Optical Films flew out from Chicago to Las Vegas and matte wrapped my car in the booth without the doors on it. So now, fast forward about a year, or less than a year, but we put the doors back on and now I have to go back and get the doors matte PPF by Optical Films. And then the hood, of course, I'm gonna have done. What I wanna know though, and I'm not sure yet, so maybe your viewers and subscribers can help me. The exposed carbon, should I leave that glossy or should I matte PPF this along with the car?
Ooh.
So in the comments below, let me know, and I'll show you once we get back to the spoiler, the same idea. I don't know if I should leave it glossy or change it to matte.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. Let us know your guys' thoughts and comments down below. Do these parts here get a matte wrap PPF on top of them? I'm gonna go ahead and say my opinion, and it doesn't count. Everybody's got their own.
Yeah, what do you
I
think?
say you leave it glossy.
I'm kind of thinking that too. I was going to initially matte it, but now I'm thinking I'm going to leave it glossy. But when you see what's under the hood, you might change your mind. Let's come back to the rear again.
All right, let's see.
Here's where things get even crazier.
Well, before we get to the rear,
Yeah.
the wheel and tire setup, it's a square setup.
It's
so
square all the way around. Yes, sir.
Still got the same wheels. Okay, that looks really good. All right, so then let's see what this monster is here.
So this is a Seibon wing. It was all carbon. I had the whole wing painted except for the ends, just to show some of the exposed carbon.
All right, let me check this out. Oh, that looks really good.
And now if you take a look down here, you'll see some more exposed carbon. And that's all exposed because the hatchback is all carbon.
This whole piece?
This whole entire hatchback is all Seibon carbon fiber.
Guys, look at that.
The only one so far.
Are you serious?
Yes, they made that for my car and now they're selling them.
Do you know when it goes on sale?
It should be really, really soon.
Man, this thing looks sick. I mean, the fact that it is, all right, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Somebody just tried to like photobomb us here, and they're like, Jason's car looks sick. So, see, clearly it's not just me that likes this, but man, look at that. And then look, from this view, Jason, this is fantastic.
It looks great, right?
Yeah, and look at the bottom of the spoiler, all like, I mean, come on.
It looks great.
That
I'm literally looking at what you're looking at right now, and it looks amazing.
Oh my God. All right, so I want to come back to the cargo area. So let's close this down.
Okay.
Close this down. Let's take in the whole styling of the rear. Now, last time we had a lot of fun with my license plate, if you remember.
Yeah.
DE5 Planner.
Yep.
Should be the only one that has that.
Yep.
But no, you're obviously
And
the only one that
I should be the only one that has HondaPro as well.
Hey, nobody else go get a HondaPro on your license plate. Jason's the only one that got. How long have you had that plate?
I've had that plate for about 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so a few cars.
Yeah,
Been on a few cars.
Now, are you always transferring it from car to car?
I am. I'm always transferring from car to car. That's why I kept the HondaPro versus having a Civic Type R license plate, because if my next car is not a Civic Type R, just a hint here that no one else knows.
Hold on a sec. Is that like
my next car will not be a Civic Type R.
Guys, is this
I haven't even. I've never announced it publicly. I've told a couple friends.
Well,
would you like to know?
Well, now you probably told a little bit more than a couple people. Are you
okay?
We cool with this?
We're cool with this. Let's do it.
All right.
So at the end of the year, I will be picking up my brand new Prelude.
Get out of here.
I have a Prelude on order.
No.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
All right, you guys are gonna think this is staged. You guys think everybody knows where I work. This channel's not affiliated with that company though. I didn't know that. Are you serious?
I am, yeah.
Really?
Yep. Downtown Honda of LA has a reservation in my name for the very first Prelude they get.
No.
Yeah.
What color?
I can't wait. I don't know yet. I'm not sure what colors are coming out with. I'm not sure if I really care what color.
Oh.
Because I'm sure they're all going to be pretty cool. They obviously won't do a champ white.
Okay.
And I probably don't want black. So probably almost any other color I'd be okay with.
Guys, this is like...
It's going to be awesome.
This is like world first exclusive here on Drive Culture. So Jason, thank you for sharing.
Of course, of course.
All this means is now when you get that car, we got to bring it here to the channel.
Of course.
Just saying.
Of course. Let's get back to this though.
But let's get back to this because I mean there's a lot going on here. So what else are we working with here?
AWE's exhaust. They have a touring exhaust and like a track exhaust. This is their touring exhaust, so makes the same power because their exhaust actually makes power. AWE's exhaust makes the same power, it's just not as loud as their track. But you drove it, it's still a loud.
It's loud, but it sounds really good.
Good.
It sounds really good. It's not overpowering. It has a great sound to
Yeah.
it. So, do you know, is the diameter of like the pipes and stuff like similar to stock?
No, everyth's bigger.
Everything,
Yeah, everything's bigger, and it's unique because they do theirs very technologically. They're technologically advanced. A lot of manufacturers out there for exhaust, they simply make the exhaust pipe bigger and roll with it. They watch how the exhaust goes through. They watch the exhaust notes as it goes through the entire exhaust system, and they make it sound absolutely perfect.
Man.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It looks, I mean, those are some huge canisters on the back.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks really good. The lower fascia, all that stock, right?
That's all stock, correct.
Okay. Guys, I mean, come on. Look at this thing. It looks so good.
Also, I took out the rear wiper.
Oh, that's right.
So it's a rear wiper delete, and it has my own little rear wiper delete on there by PRL. So it says in the know, it's got my logo, and PRL designed that and made that for me.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Isn't that cool?
Look at that. That's coming through. Look at that. Guys, that's too funny. In the know. Of course, it's HondaPro Jason. So, look, Jason, I think we've covered all the exterior details.
I think so.
So, next, let's go ahead and hop inside to talk about the interior.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, here we are inside HondaPro Jason's FL5 CTR.
What up?
And Jason's gonna tell us about all the cool stuff that's inside here. So, I mean, just looking inside, like the seats are stock, right?
Seats are stock.
Seats are good, right?
Seats are great.
Right? Like,
Seats are great.
Do you have any like idea or inclination that you'd want to change them?
Nope, absolutely not.
You heard it here.
People have changed them for the track, but I love them. I think they're great. Yeah.
They're a good blend of daily and even track performance.
So I'm interested though, John. What do you see that's different?
Well, I mean, I got a chance to sit in it earlier and
Yeah.
check it out. So, I mean, you know, first and foremost, your steering wheel, right? FL5 doesn't come with that, right?
No, this is an accessory, Honda accessory.
Okay, so it's the Alcantara.
It's the Alcantara accessory from Honda.
Actually, what I have on my Integra Type S as well. So,
Okay.
great minds think alike.
They do.
Just putting that out there. That looks different. I'm going to look at the center console here.
Okay.
That's different.
It is. Honda, yeah. You remember what Honda did?
It was like the aluminum,
It's like an aluminum look,
right?
which in my opinion looked good, but didn't match anything else in the car.
Okay.
It was very off-putting for me. And so I matched, through Overland Designs, I matched this to match this.
Yeah.
And to match the doors, all Alcantara now. This piece and this whole centerpiece.
Yeah, that whole piece. So that's a two-piece part, right? It's like the top and the sides.
Correct.
Okay. It looks
Correct.
really high quality, Jason.
Yes, it
It's
is.
really good.
Yeah, it's really nice.
All right. Well, while we're in that area, though, clearly that shift knob and shift boot,
Not stock.
not stock.
Not stock.
Not stock.
No, it's Acuity, and it's not just a shifter, it's the whole assembly, and that's why this is cut out here. So if you take a look inside here, you can see the full shifter assembly all the way to the bottom. I've had it for over a year. It's unbelievable. It's super adjustable. It's really notchy. I mean, literally, you can see what neutral looks like.
It's amazing.
And the gears are just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
That's fantastic. And like you said, you had it for a year, so you've been
Yeah.
rocking it, right? It feels good, like you said.
I have not been rocking it because I haven't really been driving my car.
You haven't been driving that much, but
I drove it to California. I've driven it home from California, which I'm going to do again now. It's about all the driving. I mean, the car has about 22,000 miles on it.
okay, I did. Okay.
It's 3 years old, and it's been in my garage in my house for 3 nights total since I've owned it. 3 nights since I've owned it.
You need to drive it a little bit more.
I know. It's coming up.
All right.
Maybe I'll drive it to Chicago today.
Hey, yeah. Maybe you'll spend the next. How long is that going to take?
29 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Content this guy can film.
It's going to be insane. I know it's going to be insane. I can't wait. I can't wait.
All right. So then you were you were holding like a little charm there. On the
Oh yeah.
What is that thing?
Yeah, so Acuity makes these little charms that hang down, and there's probably like 35 of these things. They're just cute little accessories you can add to the shifter.
Okay.
And this one happens to be a turbo.
I see.
But they have everything from like poop emojis all the way to like everything you can imagine. They're really cool, and they're just something to make it stand out a little bit.
Now, I also see peeking over. We're all gonna put this up on B-roll so people can see. There's this like a little gauge over off to the left. Like what is that?
That's from a company called SDI, and that's their E-Link. So what this does is this allows me to that's their E-Click. What this allows me to do is to change the suspension in my car. So this car has an electronic suspension. Everybody knows that. But Honda's travel for the electronic suspension is about this much, giving you a lot of headroom and a lot of bottom room. What this does is this replaces the ECU for the suspension and allows you almost 100% travel.
Really?
So now you can really tighten it and really loosen it however you really want.
But is that still tied to, because the dynamic drive modes inherently would change the suspension. So is that piecemeal separately, or is it still tied to the drive modes?
All tied to the drive modes.
Really?
It's literally a plug and play type system, and it's tied to the drive mode. So they tweaked all the drive modes, so the track is a little bit more aggressive. The comfort's really nice, and you just adjust them just like you normally would.
Like you normally would.
And you can make all the adjustments you want. If you're on a track, you can adjust this so when you turn the steering wheel a certain amount, one or both of the dampeners will tighten up immediately. Really? Because everything's electronic, so you can tie it in however you want. It's an amazing system. I'm really having a lot of fun with it.
That's fantastic. The last thing I want to call out, you obviously got some black Type R floor mats.
I do.
You got a nice little Type R side sill.
Lit side sills.
Okay, they're illuminated.
They're illuminated in the front only. Acura, by the way, gets front and rear illumination.
Hey,
we only get fronts.
You reminded me because we did talk about that in the Integra Type S video.
It bothers me, John. Can you tell?
Yes. Almost as much as the capless fuel filler, right? See, I'm not gonna forget that either.
Yeah, you had to bring that up, didn't you? There's one thing you missed. One thing on the inside. It's very subtle, very, very subtle, but it's extremely needed.
Oh, guys, I'm kind of embarrassed here.
USB-C.
Okay. So I gotta capture that on B-roll here. So wait, you swapped out the?
Yep, this car came with USB-A and USB-A. Now, of course, all the new phones now are USB-C. It's a much faster way of transferring things and charging.
For sure.
So I switched the charger to USB-C.
Really?
It was not easy. A company came out with a jumper because the USB-A just has a little pigtail. You just unplug it and you can plug whatever you want in there. USB-C is actually part of the harness of the car. So you can't just unplug it and plug in a USB-C. It doesn't work that way. So I got the piece from the Integra, of course. The Acura Integra has this piece, but then behind it, someone made a jumper with the correct, I don't know anything about these electronics, but it makes it faster. So it's actually the speed of a USB-C and the plug-in of a USB-C.
No, see, that's the thing is like people don't often understand like there's a lot of engineering, electrical
Oh, yeah.
engineering involved,
For
right?
sure.
So it ain't always just plug and play. I mean,
Yeah.
sure you got harnesses that clip in and whatever else, but the actual electrical architecture is
Yeah.
going to be different. The wiring, where things
Yep.
Plug
Yep.
in. So kudos to you. So it works.
It works amazing. I've actually tested it if it is faster, and it is actually faster, just like USB-C should.
Okay.
Now, there's one thing I do want to mention quickly because I haven't installed it in the car yet, but it's on its way. It's actually in the trunk. I have a new Momo steering wheel
Oh.
and a Zestec whole steering component here. So it'll have all the buttons, all the switches, everything. It'll be replacing the airbag. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do it. And it's going to give me full control over everything in the car right from my steering wheel.
Oh, that's it.
It's
You're
amazing.
trying to make this look like an F1 cockpit, right? Like
Maybe,
it's-
maybe. I think it'll look pretty cool. So I'm
like
excited for that.
All right, Jay, and then one other thing I want to talk about is your serial number, right?
Yes,
So
the badge
what
number.
Yeah, what number is this car?
787.
787.
Uh-huh.
So we had some fun with this, guys. Jason and I were talking, and it was funny because, like, if you go to his Instagram or his other socials, like, when he talked about it, there was all these, like, little, like, Puerto Rico, like,
Yeah,
flag
Puerto Rican
emojis.
flags
What's
everywhere.
going on there?
So that is the area code for Puerto Rico, 787. And when I
That's actually
posted,
it.
yeah, I didn't know, and I posted it, and all my pages were filled with Puerto Rican flags. I'm like, what's going on? And someone said, that's our area code. Like 305 is for Miami. Like they're so proud of that. They're proud of their 787, and it just happens to be the badge number to my car, which is awesome.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So with that, I think we've covered everything on the interior. We only need to do the rear. Next, let's go ahead and check out your cargo area.
Sounds good.
All right, guys, here we are with HondaPro Jason's FL5, and we got the back open because there's some stuff going on.
There's some
back there.
accessories. Like I like to keep things as Honda as possible. Like if Honda makes a part, I'd like to use Honda's part.
Okay.
And that's what I did back here. So I have the hard mat, the cargo mat back here. I also have the separators. So these can be put in a whole bunch of different positions to separate whatever you like in there, which is really nice. I have that. And then I have these, which a lot of people haven't seen. So back here, these are really nice if these seats go down, because then they protect whatever items are on top of it so you won't scratch the back of the seats.
Those are highly underrated. I mean, I got them in my car.
Yeah.
I got them in my car.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it's like, that's the whole point of having a hatchback if you put the seats down, but you don't want the back and the cargo to get all tore up.
Right, exactly. There's one more underrated part that I'm going to talk to you in a minute once I get done with this, which the first time I saw this part I'm showing you right now was about 3 hours ago. Seibon makes a carbon fiber rear strut bar, which I've never seen before. And they put it on the car for me. And it looks amazing.
Now, I'm looking at it, that's actually a matte finish.
It's a matte finish carbon fiber.
So see, now
Yeah.
I'm not going to retract what I said earlier about your hood. I'm not going to do it.
See?
But you got that going on.
I have that. That's matte right back there.
Dude, it looks really good. So
Thank
like,
you.
Have they given you any inclination as to like how much stiffer, how much like? You know?
They haven't. I mean, I can't imagine it does a whole lot for performance. It might do a little bit, but these cars are so stiff from the factory.
Yeah.
My guess is it's more of a display piece.
Sure.
I'd have to talk to Seibon for sure.
It looks great though.
But I think it looks really nice. It finishes off the back really nicely. So
No, for sure. So anything else you said? What'd you say?
one more thing. There's one more underrated part that I want to show you, and it's in the back.
It's in the back.
And it's these.
Oh.
I love these.
Those are genuine.
Yep, they're from Honda. They're a Honda accessory. They're very underrated. And they're amazing because now I can put the windows down and still have a little bit of privacy in the back of the car.
Oh yeah, no, that's
So it's windows up, windows down. I do not tint my car. I've never tinted any of my cars, and the reason I don't tint my cars is because I want people to be able to see me when I'm inside. If I'm tinting the car, they can't see me.
I'm the same way, man. I don't tint my car.
Yeah.
My car's not tinted. I totally get it. So
Yeah.
with that, next, let's go ahead and check out that engine bay.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, here we are with HondaPro Jason's FL5, and here you can see the engine bay, which is clearly not stock.
Clearly not stock.
So, Jason, what is going on? What did you modify? Give me the high level.
So the very first thing I did was a set of 4-piston camshafts. So 4-piston, put in camshafts. That was the very, very first thing I did. After that, I went with the inventory intake, which makes a lot more power.
It's huge.
And exactly, and it works well with the hood too, because the hood allows the air to come straight in there, which is amazing. And then after that, we did the turbo upgrade, which is the RV6. So I did an RV6 turbo along with their inlet tube, which again is going to be dry carbon, matching the dry carbon strut bar up front. You see where I'm going with the dry carbon? You see where I'm going with the dry carbon?
So clearly I was wrong. He should do the dry mat on the hood.
So you think so? Okay,
Well,
okay.
I mean, everything else is, but oh, wait a minute. Is the intake?
Now that you mentioned it, the intake is regular carbon fiber, but Inventory just came out with a dry carbon fiber intake made with Jay's Racing, and I have one on order on its way from Japan to my house. This will be replaced with dry carbon to match everything else.
You need a place to sit in that old one. If it's the same engine that I have in my car.
Interesting. I wonder if it'll fit. We'll have to figure that part out.
Look at it, but no, this thing is sick, man. And
Thank you.
Obviously, again, like we talked about using the word OEM plus.
Yeah.
This looks that way. I think to the undiscerning eye, most people would have no idea that this isn't a super highly modified vehicle.
Thank you.
I know you haven't really had the car, maybe had time to do dynos or like get like a real number, but do you have any idea or estimate maybe like what the power plant?
With everything done, running with the Honda and having the Honda fuel system, also running E85, I'm going to be north of 500 horsepower for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how north, but north for sure.
It doesn't have to be. Dude, this car comes with 315.
Yeah.
It's fast, stock. It's quick.
Yeah.
It handles amazing. Clearly, you jacked this up to 11 here, but there's no better way than to prove that out than to get behind the wheel. So can I take this thing for a drive?
Yes, you may.
Let's go out there.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, here we are at HondaPro Jason's Honda Civic Type R. But as you guys heard during the walk around, this is far from stock, right? And if you guys didn't watch the Integra Type S video, you got to go back and watch, because I think the drive part of that video was my favorite, because we were just laughing.
Me too. It was so much fun. Yeah, it was. It was so much fun.
So there's going to be a lot of laughing.
Yeah.
I'm already...
We talked about this car in that video a little bit too.
Yeah, that's why we're here. Because
Awesome.
I was like, I'll let you drive my car. Now I gotta drive your car. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it up. All right, and first gear, clutch in. Okay.
A little louder than stock.
It already sounds a little different. And there's like stuff everywhere, right? Like there's a little like gauge floating over here, the shifter, this is all that. I mean, if I even look down here, again, you guys probably saw that in the walk around. Like, I mean, like this is, you can see everything. Like, I mean, all right. So before I set off here,
Yes.
is there anything I need to know? I mean, I know how to drive, but
after all the upgrades we already talked about, I've never really driven the car. Like, I just picked it up, like we said, and I drove it maybe 30 minutes, and I don't think I ever cracked 4,000 RPM. So you, my friend, are the first one to ever really drive the car.
Oh my God. All right, well, I'm going to behave myself.
Enjoy it.
You know, you never want to be that guy, right? So I don't want to be that guy. So, all right, so here, I'm going to set off, get out of there, and let's see what happens. So one of the things that I always talk about, Jason, is the drive modes, right? Like, it's, you know, that's the great thing about modern cars is you cycle through the drive modes, it changes a bunch of stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm guessing yours is not stock, right?
It's tweaked.
It's tweaked.
It's tweaked.
So it says sport mode in the gauge
Yes.
cluster. So I'm in the sport mode right now.
You're still in sport mode, but it's been modified. So sport mode now is almost like a sport plus mode.
Okay.
So they modified it using real-world track testing and road testing to see what the suspension should really be like. Because obviously when Honda makes things, they give it some cushion, plus and minus.
For sure.
And those of us enthusiasts, we want to get rid of that cushion. We want to push it more to the limit. And that's what the suspension allows it to do. It's the rate of travel. All the suspension, let's just say they travel, 75% from stock. This allows them to go like 90 or 95% of travel. So I can really use the full suspension where I couldn't before.
Okay. Yeah, it feels different. I mean, obviously your car is lower, new wheels. I mean, this thing is very far from stock.
Yes.
But just inherently, like the chassis feels different. Like it's behaving different. I mean, you guys have seen on the channel, I've already had the FL5 and, multiple videos. And so, yeah, I have a pretty good sense of this car, but it just feels different. And in a good way. Like it already feels like a tuner car. And obviously, you've been working on this thing for how long, right? Like if we...
Since the day I bought it.
Which has been how long?
It's been almost 3 years. Yeah, the day I bought the car. Hear the whistle?
That's crazy. What is going on there?
It makes all sorts of sounds.
It makes all. Hey, dude, this thing freaking gets up. Holy crap!
Yeah.
I didn't even get into it, guys. Like
it moves very
that's
well.
ridiculous. Okay.
Yeah. So the day after I bought it, the first thing we did is we trailered it right to a track and tracked the car.
The first day.
Very first day, 0 miles.
0 miles.
I didn't even drive it to the track. We trailered it to the track.
Trailered it to the track. Yeah. Its first mile.
Yep. I was out there with Spoon Sports, and they took it right on the track.
Wow.
We had a full track day, so it got brakes, tires, wheels, everything that first day, and it hasn't stopped since.
Yeah, clearly it hasn't. So I'm gonna be careful, but I want you to know. So there's these 2 train tracks that I kind of always go over, so I can get a sense of the suspension. So this one is not so bad. So I'm going over. It's like 30 miles an hour, and that's pretty good. The next one's a little bit more aggressive. I'm gonna do about the same speed though, and it just gives me and the viewers kind of a sense of like
I like that
the suspension, and because I do it in all of them. So I've gone over this in supercars, EVs, minivans, everything. Like this is what I do. So 37 miles an hour. This one's a little bit more aggressive, but it's just to see. That's actually really good. That's actually really good because I was actually in another car. I won't say which one, but I jumped out of the seat.
Sure.
So especially the tuner cars that are really low. But this says something. It's really dialed in. So
are we right by Honda?
Oh yeah,
we are. Okay.
Oh yeah. I emailed Doug the other day, so hopefully he's watching the video. I was like, I want to go over and do some content with him for sure. So it just sounds so good, man. Is red match on? Because I'm heel and toe. Is it on?
Red match is on.
It is on. All right, I'm gonna stop that. I'll let it do its thing. I'm gonna be good, but there's a little bridge here where I kind of get.
I want you to give it a little bit for sure.
It's crazy. Like around 4,000 RPM, it just wants to like jump, literally leap. And guys, obviously you know what car I own and drive, and obviously I've driven a lot of fast cars on this channel too. Like this, I haven't gotten into it, but I have a feeling this thing is just gonna freaking take off. So here we go. Let's get straight. Won't get too crazy here. Second gear. That's a 5,000 RPM. Too crazy. Holy! Yeah, I'm not gonna swear. But oh my God, this thing. Oh, it sounds good. It sounds real good. And it leaps, man.
It's a perfect combination, right? It's the eVenturi intake.
Okay.
Our VS6 turbo. And then the AWE exhaust. And I think with all those things put together, it just has the perfect balance.
And so who did all of the modification? Like who installed everything, like kind of tuned it to this point?
Most of the installs were done by the companies that produce the parts. So AWE did the install for the exhaust.
Oh, okay.
Nick Osasic from Osasic Media, he did the install of most of the engine components right now, and then the camshafts were done by 4 Piston.
Okay.
So,
The reason why I asked is this, and I've had several tuner cars on the channel. It's like, you know, when you piecemeal like this and you get lots of parts, it's hard to kind of like make it cohesive, like one real, just great build. That's how this feels. Oh man, this thing is good. It is real good. You know what, Jason? I hate you. I hate you. And I'm gonna tell you why.
That's the best thing you ever said.
I know, right? I'm gonna tell you why. Because now I want to modify my car. No, and I told myself I wasn't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. No, don't. Because you know, like for me, I'm that kind of person where it's like it's a rabbit hole, right? Like once I start, you can't finish. Right? Are you finished?
No.
See.
No.
See, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Should I modify my Integra Type S? Should I tastefully modify, or should I just go crazy like this guy here? Let me know your guys' thoughts and comments down below.
Are you saying this isn't tasteful?
Oh, sorry.
Wait. You said, should I do it tastefully or like HondaPro Jason did?
I did. Yeah, no, yeah. No, it's tasteful, but that wasn't the right word. Should I go to the extremes that Jason went to with this car? Because this is a lot.
It's a lot.
This is a lot.
It's a lot.
I mean, it's a lot for this, right? I mean, like, and then you hear this. And again, I'm just going to 5,000 RPM. I know you just got your car back.
Just got it back.
So once you've had some more time with this thing, once you maybe do some more mods, can we take it out again?
Can we bring it back by the canyons?
Oh, that's what.
That's what we need to do.
We need to do that full run again.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a whole nother thing here. Oh, you blocked the road, so here we go. And because the one thing I didn't talk about was the brakes. Can I do one little dash on the brakes here?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So now turn, while turn is real good, and then get up to speed. And then so try the brakes. Brakes are really good. So then what are the brakes again?
Brakes are Spoon Sports pads. Stock rotors and Spoon Sports. Yeah,
that's
stock
it?
rotors, yeah.
Wow.
Just the pads have been replaced by Spoon.
All right, man, this car is freaking fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for letting me drive it. And clearly we didn't get to do the whole canyon blast this time around, but definitely come back after you've, you know, broke it in a little bit, and let's do it again, man.
Sounds good, very much.
I
Thank you.
appreciate it. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this drive review. All right, guys, that's a wrap. What did you think of HondaPro Jason's FL5 CTR? Jason, I mean, look, this is amazing.
Thank you.
You know, I really, you know, it's not lost on me. I appreciate you literally letting me be like the first person to drive your car after you get it back, because you don't have access to this car. You don't drive this car very often at all, right?
I do not. Most of the time, the companies that made the parts for it, they were the one developing it off of this car, so they were the one driving it and enjoying it.
Well, as you guys saw in the drive part of the video, just me laughing, right? Like that was literally the whole drive review, because this thing is a beast, and I didn't even get into it. I mean, I think I got to like 5,000 RPM.
Okay.
I know you're still breaking it in, but like we said in the drive, definitely if you ever are here in California again with the car, let's film it again.
For sure.
Let's do that canyon road that we did in my Integra Type S. Right, so if you haven't watched that video, be sure to like and watch that one as well.
That was good.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one,
That's a real good one. So,
one of my favorites on your channel, if I must say so myself.
no bias there at all.
No.
No bias there at all. So again, Jason,
hey,
thank you so much,
thanks,
brother.
Sean. For sure.
I appreciate you. So if you've joined us before, thank you so much. But if you're new to the channel, please be sure to click that bell to subscribe to come back for more. Thanks, and we'll see you at the next episode.
And as always, I'm the Honda Pro, and now you're in the know. Thanks, John.